You guys, on the other hand, the next day and that night even seem to have had like much more crazy operation going on. So
well, that night was pretty easy going, if I remember, Mace. Wasn't it like we did a shoot? It was like for an award ceremony, like part of the music video.
We sat on a table with a bunch of champagne around us, and I had like a little Hawaiian shirt on and like my hair slicked back. Yeah, or like a Hawaiian dealer or something like that.
I saw you in the little brief cut. You actually looked like fucking someone out of a Quentin Tarantino film. You look like Nicolas Cage. He looked like Nicolas Cage. Can I say that? That's what he looked like.
Dude, the makeup sorted him out really well. Like the thing is, like the makeup lady would go over to me and she's like, "Do you need anything done?" I'm like, "No, I'm wearing this helmet." Like, you know, she's like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "Do you have any WD-40?" Because she was spraying Mason's hair with hairspray. I was like, "Got any WD-40 for me?" And she just started laughing. And I mean, we just sat at the table. Like the thing is that, like, I think part of the music video, the idea is that we, like me, Gatsby, and Mason, were a part of like this Vietnam War movie, and so we were at like an award show to receive the award for it. So we're like crossing our fingers, waiting for it to go, and then like they get it, and then we celebrate, and that was pretty much the whole. Like the whole shoot, it took like maybe 30 or 40 minutes to get the takes we needed. But the real fun was the next day where we actually recorded like the shooting, like the Vietnam like war movie for the context of that, and that was fucking crazy. Warfare.
Yeah, that was full on.
Tell us about that, Miss.
They had like so we get there and they have like these full get-ups for us, like full army get-ups that we just chucked on, and they were doing like face paint and all that and like dressing us up. I had like I look like, apparently I was looking at some of my Instagram comments, someone said I look like the scout off TF2. I had like this helmet on, this metal helmet, and it was fucking heavy as fuck. Like now I understand like what Swagger goes through with that shit. But yeah, like, and then we had these like fake guns, like these gel blasters.
Gel blasters,
yeah, and they were like, they looked realistic as fuck, and they were heavy too.
They were legit. There was no orange cap either. Like it was, it was legit.
Yeah, and we went down to, I think it was like in this big like bush area. Like it was a lot of trees, a lot of like wildlife and shit. And like this really nice house too that the guy let us use, which was cool. Cool. Yeah, that's like you keep telling the story, Swag.
They just set up in a bush basically, right? Like lights, cameras, everything.
It was a weird location because it was like an hour. It was like over an hour drive to go. Like it was like north of Melbourne somewhere.
No reception.
Zero reception. I called an Uber to go there because I would not want to fucking drive all the way out to those sticks. So I called the Uber and I get in the car out of my house. The guy looks and he's like, "Oh, you're going here?" And I was like, "Yes, I'm going there." He's like, "Okay, sure." And like we drive out. It was like the middle of nowhere. On the GPS, it didn't even show that there was a road. We went down like a gravel road. And then there was like another, like where the house was, we were still on a gravel road and there was no house anywhere. And there was just like this little dirt path that led up the hill. And he's like, he's like, "What do I do?" I was like, "I don't know, man. I've never been here before. Just go down that dirt path." And he was like, "Okay." And then we drive up and then sure enough, we come across, it's like this giant house in the middle of the woods. It was fucking massive. And, I get out of the car, I grab all my shit, I go into the, because I don't even know if I'm in the right fucking place. So I'm like looking around for signs of life to make sure I'm not lost. And I see like a car is driving by and I see it was one of the SFX artists like waving to me. And then I roll up in the garage. And I see Mason and Gatsby just decked out in war paint with all their whole fit on, and I'm like, "Holy shit, this is like really legit." So I get there, and we roll out. I suit up. They give me like a fucking wife beater, like one of those, like just like very. It was really tight.
You had the guns out, didn't you?
Yeah, dude, I did. And I don't show my arms like at all, really ever.
We had like this makeup too that was like, it looked like we had dirt all over us.
Yeah.
And, Jackson was
the makeup made your arms look jacked, bro. The makeup actually looks so sick.
Yeah, Jackson was like really set on the fact he wanted to wrestle in the mud to get the realism. And he's like, keeps going. And he's like, bro, we got to wrestle in the mud, man. We got to wrestle in the mud. But Jackson, I'm not fucking wrestling you in the mud to get like dirt on me just for the
like wrestling in the mud.
Because it already looked pretty legit with what we had. Like the makeup that she put on us was like legit. It looked real.
Yeah, it was literally
really
titled like dirt effects. And it was like this dirt that would also stain you. It was like a dye, but it was like crumbly. So like they would just rub it on your arms and it would make it look like you were stained with dirt and that there were little like specks of dirt in your hair along your arm. And it was legit.
Right.
They gave me like the wife beater, a flight suit that I had tied around, a vest, a holster, like
flight suit.
The entire thing. I think it looked like a flight suit, like a jumpsuit that you pull up as if you were like jumping out of an airplane and like being a parachute trooper or whatever. Like the costumes were not like historically accurate at all, but it doesn't fucking matter. Like it really doesn't fucking matter because it's just for a music shoot and it looked realistic enough and it fit the bill.
It's gonna matter.
And so
I can't believe they fucked that up.
Yeah,
people are gonna complain in the comments.
Dude, people were complaining in the comments. I had an AK-47 and it looked legit. It was like a full-on AK-762 or whatever. But people in the comments were so nitpicky. They're like,
actually, there's a 5.56 muzzle brake on the AK-47, so the muzzle brakes wouldn't actually go on there.
And it's like, dude, it's a fucking.
Thank God we have these intelligent folks in the comment section looking out for us always.
Yeah,
what would we do
we're so lucky.
We'd be lost. We'd be lost lambs.
It helps. It really does.